We finally have a new trailer for Solo, a Star Wars story, and it is good. So in this video, I'm going to be going over my thoughts on the trailer and what I want to see in the movie. So I've been very worried for this movie. Han Solo is not a character that can be easily recast, and like a lot of other people, I thought that a movie about a young Han Solo would not only be completely pointless, but just downright awful. The teaser trailer did not change my mind, and the first full trailer got me a little hyped, but it did not put my worries to rest. Now we have the second trailer, and I am full on hyped. Now, of course, there will always be the worries that can't be put to rest until I actually see it. Like, will the writing be good? Will it have good pacing? And all that other stuff that always is in the back of my mind when waiting for a movie I'm excited for. But after this trailer, I have full faith in the casting and the premise. Let's start with Alden Ehrenreich's Han Solo. So, a lot of people have been really angry with the casting. However, I think he will be a fine choice for a young Han. Although he may not really look like Han or even sound like him, he does carry the spirit of Han. Now, of course, we can only judge by what we have seen in the trailers, but the delivery for almost all of his lines have been spot on. If I can put my mind in the Star Wars universe and completely ignore the fact that this is a prequel with new actors, I can see this being a young Han Solo. What sold me on it most during this trailer is his interactions with Chewbacca. All of them feel right out of the original trilogy. And then there is Donald Glover's Lando. We did not see much of him in the previous trailers, but he seems like a great Lando. In fact, I've not seen anybody complain about this casting decision, as he is proven to be a very talented actor, and much like Alden, he does not sound like Lando, but he carries the spirit of Lando. As for Emilia Clarke's character, Qi'ra, and Woody Harrelson's character, Tobias Beckett, we really do not know much about them. Qi'ra could be a love interest for Han, and it looks like Beckett will be some kind of mentor to Han. Beckett also has a line where he says, "Expect everyone to betray you so you'll never be disappointed." I think that this is foreshadowing to a betrayal from either Qi'ra or Beckett. I think Qi'ra will end up being the traitor, but there's no proof of this, it's just some speculation. But I am very excited to see both of these characters. As for the villain or villains, we still know very little. We see one more shot of Enfys Nest, which is the name of the person with the weird armor and has that standoff with Han, and is rumored to be played by Lily Newmark. Now, once again, that's just a rumor, but it does seem very likely. Three more things I want to go over before I wrap this up. The first being we see Tobias Beckett throw Han what I will assume to be his DL-44 that we see him wield in the original trilogy in The Force Awakens. The lore in Star Wars has a tendency to be very over-explained, I guess would be a good way to put it. Where the smallest objects have extensive backstories. This was a much bigger problem in the old Legends continuity, and do not get me wrong, for the most part, I do prefer Legends to the new canon. However, I think the new canon has done a much better job at this. We just see Beckett throwing the blaster, and that's it. Another thing that people are really disappointed about is Boba Fett. Boba Fett was not in the trailer, and a lot of people were expecting that for some reason. I have said this before, but I will say it again. Boba Fett is boring. He did nothing other than stand there and go out like an idiot in the original movies. Now, I am all for Boba being in this movie. However, since the movie seems to be going in a different direction than what most of us thought, I think adding Boba to the mix would make things overly cluttered. And please, God, do not make a Boba Fett movie. And the third and final thing is we see Chewbacca put his head on another Wookiee, and that is what we will assume to be his wife. Now, his wife is canon, so she may die, but I highly doubt that. And also, I do believe he does have a son in the brand new canon. So, once again, I'm not 100% sure about that. Overall, I'm much more excited about Solo now. Although it did not put all of my worries to rest, it did restore my faith in the project. So, I would like to thank you all so much for watching, and hit that subscribe button as I am only 6 subs away from hitting 100. Asking people to subscribe is dumb, but everybody seems to do it, so why not?